Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am starting a new Let's Play. Okay, so I put up a video like 3 months ago. Something like, I don't remember when exactly. But it was basically asking what you guys wanted. Challenge wise, like new Let's Play. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and it's not working. Well, what new challenge you guys wanted to see on my channel, and I didn't really get much response. There was 2 votes for the Sims 4 challenge, and then there were 3 votes for the Sims 3 challenge, for a Sims 3 challenge. Now, the Sims 4, I know for a fact one of the votes was for the Friends challenge. I can't remember what the other one was. I should have pulled this up, but I didn't. And then for the Sims 3, I know that there were 2 votes for this challenge, which is the Victims of Asylum challenge, and then there was 1 vote for another one, and I can't remember that one. So sorry about that. But this, should have known I was going to do that. This challenge is the one that had 2 votes. All the other challenges that got voted on only had 1 vote, which I have to say it's kind of discouraging, but we're not going to really focus on that. Anyways, I should have moved the mailbox and the trash can. Oh well. Yeah, we are doing the Victims of Asylum challenge. I'll probably just call it the Victims challenge. That's kind of how I've been referring to it myself. So I'm just gonna read what it says. Newscaster. Recently, Mentalbrook Asylum has shut down due to poor treatment of patients and unhealthy living conditions. The asylum is holding 4 mentally insane Sims. Their conditions have only been worsened by the treatment of the doctors. Due to the closing of the institution, those 4 patients have managed to escape before relocation. Their whereabouts are currently unknown. The police have been searching for them since last week, when they escaped, but to no avail. The police ask for any help with the investigation. The 4 patients are dangerous and not in a stable enough condition to be put out in public yet. Okay, so the main character is the one that suffers from depression, and she's the one with the little diamond above her head. With the plumb bob above her head. Diamond. I should know better. It's a plumb bob. She's the one with the plumb bob above her head, and I think it's kind of obvious because of, she's just wearing very neutral colors. Anyways, so what I'm going to read now is from her point of view because she's the main character. You were only a teen when you were sent to Mentalbrook. Your case wasn't too bad at the time. You were just mildly depressed, and your overdramatic mother has sent you to Mentalbrook. Sorry, there was a typo and it threw me off. And your overdramatic mother has sent you to Mentalbrook. A couple of months into the institution would help you greatly and get you back to normal. They'd promised. Unfortunately, 2 months into your stay, your parents were involved in a serious car accident and were pronounced dead a couple hours later in the ER. So you had to stay in the institution until 18. Instead of getting healed, you were tormented for years, only becoming worse and worse every passing day. They kept you even after you turned 18. Doctors used you as a lab rat to study certain human behaviors in the most horrifying ways possible. You were broken, and you had no hope left in life. You weren't the only victim to their experiments. There were 3 others. You occasionally passed each other in the halls while being taken to somewhere in the facility, usually the examination rooms. You didn't know the other victims, but whenever you made contact with them in the halls, for only a moment, the broken look in their eyes would be one of understanding and pain. One day, a while later, you overheard the doctors talking about how the facility was being investigated, and that there was a large possibility that the institution would be shut down. And for the first time in years, a glimmer of hope entered your heart, just a glimmer. As the days passed from the doctors As the days passed from then, the doctors would look nervous and even a bit scared. Every time you saw the fear in their faces, whenever a Okay, sorry, the grammar is throwing me off. Every time you saw the fear in their faces whenever a detective would be coming over later, brought you immense happiness. And then one day, while you were being brought to your cell, the doctor forgot to lock the door. At first he thought it was some sick test to see if you would leave and mess with your hope. But hours passed, and the door never locked. So at what time you thought was midnight, you pushed the door open, and you were free. You desperately ran around the halls trying to find a way out, and when you stumbled across another cell, one whose door looked exactly like yours, and you looked through to see a man. He looked to be around your age, and you recognized him as one of the other patients. You spotted the keys to his cell hanging on a rusty hook to the side, and you opened the door. At first he attacked you, but after looking at the clothes you had on and recognizing you as a fellow patient, he stopped. And so the two of you wandered the halls and found the two other patients and released them as well. The four of you then found a window, smashed it open, and escaped. You were finally free. So there's 4 patients. There's the sociopath. The sociopath is the guy in all black over here with the beanie on. Really cute. And the lighting is kind of crap. Sorry about that, but they're all insane. I'm just gonna say that now, so you will see their outfits, like their other outfits, regularly. Because if you don't know, insane Sims never wear, the proper outfit for anything, it seems. So, oh, too far. This is him. Okay, his eyes look black. I swear that they're not. It's just the lighting. Yeah. So, this is... I hate it when it does that. This is Dominic Holmes. Okay. Dominic Holmes. He has to be a young adult. He was brought to the asylum. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I was reading the girl next to him. Okay. So he has to be a young adult. This patient was brought to the institution instead of jail for not showing remorse for killing his parents. Oh my god. I suggest TV male, but you can choose. It doesn't really matter. It must have insane, charismatic, genius, mean-spirited, and hot-headed, which he does. Cannot have good traits, cannot have traits good, unlucky, loser, coward, hopeless, romantic, friendly, or family-oriented. Make him look handsome. Sociopaths are manipulative and antisocial. They lack empathy for others, usually have high IQs, and are very charming when they want to be. They are also very impulsive. He must act like this during your gameplay. Next is the nymphomaniac. Her name is Petra Rochester. I thought it suited her very well. And she's not wearing a custom skin because I've explained multiple times that the custom skins I have installed, they don't do tan or dark skin. It's only pale. And so I couldn't... It's really annoying. I couldn't put a custom content skin on her because I didn't have a skin that went tan, and I wanted her to be tan, and so yeah. Her eyes are brown. You can tell better on her. She's kind of the blonde bimbo, and I swear I'm not making fun of blondes. Just there's the term blonde bimbo, and I thought, she suited that well. The nymphomaniac kind of makes me a little bit uncomfortable because nymphomaniacs are very active under the sheets. We'll just say that. Look it up. Anyways, Petra was brought to the asylum for out-of-control behavior by her father. Oh, sorry. I had a message show up on my screen, and I just wanted to get it to go away, and then that starts to happen. She is female, must have traits insane, flirty, commitment issues, and good kisser, and you can choose the last one. I don't remember which one I chose. Social butterfly. And that's what I chose. Cannot have traits hopeless, romantic, good, never nude, or non-flirty. Then there's the next one, which I'm not going to read off. And then dress her up so she looks seductive. It's not looking too seductive. I mean, she looks like she puts a lot more effort into how she looks than the others do. But other than that. Then there's the thief. And he's all the way down here. Oh, the cat's now meowing outside my door. This is Harris Bork. Yes, his last name is Bork. B-O-R-K. Okay, I have a funny story about his last name. So, one, he looks, if any of you know Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon, I feel like he almost looks like a ginger Hiccup. Not, exactly, but close enough. I think it's really the shaggy hair that does it for me. But then then they got me thinking, especially since he wears a bunch of green, and I feel like green is a Scottish color. I'm like, okay, we're gonna give him like Scottish sounding names. So Harris, I'm like, that sounds Scottish, we'll do that. And then Bork. When I first saw How to Train Your Dragon, I was obsessed with it, and I saw the Cartoon Network TV show Dragons. It was originally Riders of Berk, and then later it became Defenders of Berk. And I remember one of the episodes, there was some guy named Bork, and I'm pretty sure he's the one that wrote down all the stuff about the dragons and classified them and stuff. I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll just go with Bork. Originally I was gonna do Borgzin or something, but I'm like, nah, we're going with Bork. So I need to stop doing that. Just let it sit on him. Let it stay. The thief, he has to be a young adult. He was taken to Asylum for a severe case of ADHD. Doesn't matter what gender, but he's obviously a guy. Must have traits kleptomaniac, athletic, insane, and handy, and you can choose the last one. I'm going to back out so it doesn't try and take me upwards. I gave him eccentric. So, let's see. Can you see his eye color? It's like a bluish, almost has like a purplish tint to it. Cannot have traits, hates the outdoors or couch potato. Can't sit still. Recommend to dress this one in sporty clothes. So I thought, okay, this works. This is the same exact outfit as his athletic wear as well. So, and then we have the last one. Oh, and her eyes are closed. Really? Okay. So this is the depressed one, the main character of the story. Her name is Alice Gardner. Yes, I named her Alice after Alice in Wonderland. I love twisted Alice in Wonderland stories. They are my favorite of any kind of twisted retell story. If you ask me if I like the Disney or Grimm version of stories more, I'm going to tell you the Grimm versions. I love twisted dark fairy tales. So yeah, she is Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Like I said, I love twisted Alice stories. There's the game Alice Madness Returns, it's for the PS3 or Xbox 360, I believe. It is the sequel to the game American McGee's Alice. They're actually currently in progress trying to get a third game made, which is actually a prequel to both games, I believe. I also love the Splintered series by A.G. Howard. I actually just finished that series 2 weeks ago. And that's where I get Alice's last name, because her name is Alice Gardner instead of Alice Little. I went with Alice Gardner. And the main character of Splintered, her name is Alyssa Gardner, and she's the great-great-great-great-granddaughter of Alice Little. But it seems that Alice's insanity was passed down to her because her mom's in an insane asylum for, I'm pretty sure she's always dressed like Alice, and she won't eat anything unless it's in a teacup, and she's always going on about tea parties and the white rabbit and the insects talking, but the thing is, Alyssa knows that her mom isn't exactly insane, or either her mom's, sorry, her mom's not insane, or Alyssa's becoming insane because she can hear the bugs talking as well. And it's a really good story. It's a really good series. I totally recommend it. But yeah, that is where I get her name. Has to be young adult, can be either gender. Obviously, I made her female. She must have traits insane, a loner, neurotic, heavy sleeper, and hates the outdoors. Dress this one whatever way you want, but if you want a theme, go with his or her personality. Dress them up somewhat careless. I didn't do that exactly. I just kind of put her in this outfit like she doesn't care. She's just like, yeah, whatever, I'll slip on this oversized t-shirt with, some comfy pants and flip-flops, because I don't care anymore. The objective. Sorry. I am still trying to recover from being sick. Anyways, first you must move to an empty and secluded lot away from the rest of society. If you choose to play in Sunset Valley, which I didn't. Oh, I need to set their funds, which I'll do in a second. You can either choose to put in your own home from out of town, which I did, or you can instead start off with 4,000 simoleons and build a home yourself. And you can choose to play Redemption and Normality or Criminally Insane. I went with the Redemption and Normality, which the objective of this one is to basically go against their illness and help, quote-unquote, cure the victims of their illness and help them to be able to live normally in society. Each sim must have different goals, will have different goals to achieve, to be thought as cured. If I was to go with the Criminally Insane, this branch is the challenge, sorry. This branch of the challenge is more embracing their illness and getting sort of revenge on everyone. As part of the challenge, you're killing people, and as is weird, I'm not doing that. We're going with Redemption and Normality. I want to cure these sims. The sim cannot get arrested. They have escaped the asylum, and if the cops arrest them, they'll be taken back to another one. If your sims get arrested, you lose the challenge. If any patient dies, you lose the challenge. So yeah, if there's anyone who gets uncomfortable or might have like a trigger for like severe depression or suicide, mainly those two is what I'm thinking would trigger most people. This probably might not be the best challenge for you to be watching. I don't intend on letting Alice commit suicide, but there are things that can happen that will mean that she commits suicide. So, rules for the thief. The thief may never steal anything. If he she does, strike one, and they must return the object. The thief only gets 3 strikes, so if they steal more than 3 items, it's a challenge. The thief doesn't return the object, or if he or she sells the object, also lost the challenge. Must work out until fatigue at least once a day. Must master handing athletic skill with elder. Everything that breaks in the house must be fixed by the thief. Earn enough life. Actually, carries the thief. Earn enough life reward points by becoming an elder and purchase the multitask reward. Earn enough reward points before becoming an elder and purchase the midlife crisis reward and change the kleptomaniac and same trait. He's also going to be the cook because out of the 3, he's the one I trust the most. I feel like with Alice, because she's depressed, she just wouldn't care. Oh, the house burns down. Oh well. I don't trust Dominic. Which, by the way, to me he kind of looks like Don Sherwood. That's where I got Dominic. I don't know where I got Holmes. But yeah, that's where I got Dominic, and Petra has no namesake. I just thought it was. Oh, the game's getting lagged. I just thought it suited her. And I don't trust her because she's blonde bimbo. You can't trust her with anything. Then for the depressed one, moving back over to Alice. With her eyes still closed. The depressed one can only have a part-time job. Job is not mandatory. The depressed one's mood can never turn red. If it does, he or she has committed suicide. So we have to watch her carefully. She cannot get into the red. Always keep his or her mood green. Decrease 150 simoleons of your funds if it turns yellow. If the mood turns orange, then decrease 500 simoleons from your funds. If his or her mood turns orange 3 times, then he or she has committed suicide, and you have lost the challenge. I'm going to watch her. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but I will watch and make sure that she's good. The depressed one must take and maintain best friendship with 4 other patients as well as 3 other best friends aside from the patients. If the depressed one has ever loses best friend status with someone other than the patients, then decrease 200 simoleons from your funds. Now you must find someone else, not the person you lost the friendship status with. Oh, and there's my timer. I shouldn't have set a timer. I knew this was going to take longer than I had time for. If the depressed one ever loses best friendship with status with one of the patients, decrease 250 simoleons from your funds. You may not cheat to get the relationship to maximum with anyone. One must leave the house and go to a community I can't read anymore. The depressed one must leave the house and go to a community lot once per day for at least 2 hours, which is going to be interesting because we live so far away from town. And I'll get to what town we are in a second. The depressed one must... I just read that one. The depressed one must converse with at least 1 person per day. The depressed one must never get the lonely mood. If he or she does, that is strike 1. The depressed one gets the lonely mood more than 3 times, you have lost the game because they have committed suicide. The depressed one must gain enough lifetime rewards and purchase the midlife crisis reward and change the insane, loner, and neurotic trait. One of the changed traits must become friendly. This must be done before becoming an elder. The sociopath. You, Dominic. The sociopath must never be mean to anyone. They must always be friendly. If the sociopath is mean to someone more than 5 times, you have lost the game. I need to watch him. He's mean. The sociopath must join the law enforcement career and reach level 10 before becoming an elder. Okay, we cannot get arrested, because if the cops catch us, we get sent back to an insane asylum. But he's going to go work in the law enforcement. It's almost going to be like hiding right under their nose kind of thing. So, the sociopath must become at least good friends with all the other patients. He will obviously be best friends with Alice because it requires her to be. The sociopath must accept any and every opportunity he receives and must complete them before becoming an elder. The sociopath must gain enough lifetime reward points and purchase the midlife crisis reward. He must change mean-spirited, hot-headed, and insane. And then the nymphomaniac. I'm almost done, I swear, with all these rules, which will be linked down below, by the way. Okay. The nympho may only have a part-time job. The job is not mandatory for her. I will just say right now, I wanted to make her something else. I didn't want to do nymphomaniac, but I couldn't think of... I probably could if I spent enough time on it. But all I was coming up with was pyromaniac, and that means they're obsessed with fire, but we're not doing that because... no. So... they're just gonna woohoo a lot. The nympho must find herself someone she's attracted to and become their girlfriend. If the person she's attracted to is already married or in a relationship, she must find somebody else. The nympho can only enter relationships with someone she is attracted to. And then the nympho must never be unfaithful. If she cheats, flirting counts, then you have lost the game. I feel like Harris is the easiest of them all. She must keep the relationship at a maximum without ever moving her partner into the household. She must woohoo with her partner at least once a day. If her partner ever cheats on her, she must break up with her partner and find somebody else. If her partner dies, she must find somebody else. Must gain enough lifetime reward points, purchase midlife crisis, and change insane and commitment issues. So, last rule, relationships don't really matter unless it's the nympho. If you want to have children, go ahead. If you're considering getting the depressed one a partner, the partner cannot be one of the best friends. Getting married and having relationships can help get lifetime points faster, hint hint. The thing is, with that last rule, I honestly kind of want these two to be together, Mr. Dominic and Alice. I think they'd be really cute together, actually. So I don't. It's not like he's one of the best friends she went out and found. It's one of the. Sorry, give me just a second. I am so sorry. My brother is banging on my door, and my dog is sitting right next to me, and so what does she do? She goes off. Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Harris a partner, at least not right now. Of course, Petra has to have a partner, but I think that Alice and Dominic would be adorable together. So, I could always find him an Astrid, though. I love Hiccup. I love Hiccup and Astrid together. And I love Toothless. He's so cute. Okay. This is the house. I built the house a long time ago. Back when I first started my 100 baby challenge, I went on this little, starter house building spree where I was just building all these little starter homes that our kids would eventually move into, even though I ended up using only 3 of them. Anyways, this was one of them, and it's cheap, and it had 3 bedrooms in it already, so I need to decrease family funds. The victims. I think that's what. Nope, that's not. Okay. No, that's not how you spell it. Oh. That's not what I meant to do. No, that's not what we're called. What are we called? The victims, but I put that in. Did not like that. I might have to change that. Okay, I'm gonna make myself a note. We have to start with 1,000 simoleons, so I will get to that. I guess a little map view. I should have shown you. We are in Bridgeport. I do not like Bridgeport. Any town that has a huge city in it lags my game up like crazy. I think I actually accidentally turned story progression on, so we're going to turn that off really quick. But I thought it would work for them. I thought it suited, no, not master controller. I thought it suited this challenge, so I decided to go here. Nope. And it still tries to give me stories. I don't want any stories. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, this is the house. Very bright yellow wallpaper. We do have a garage, but there's nothing in the garage. This is everything as. Okay, Dominic is the only one who will have a job for sure. I might get Harris or Alice a part-time job somewhere. I don't really know where. Just to help with money. But as we get more money, we will improve stuff. We only have three chairs, so either one of them will not eat with the others, or one of them will eat on the couch. But yeah, I mean, we do have alarms. We have the fire alarm, and then we have a burglar alarm by the door. We do have a TV, that's nice. Have a little bathroom, but 4 Sims. This will be interesting. I think a second bathroom will actually be one of the first things I do. Like at least a half bath, maybe back here in this little corner, this little alcove. Actually, you know what? It was said I could have 4,000 simoleons if I were to build a house. So I'm actually just gonna build one there in just a second. It shouldn't be too expensive, I hope. As long as I don't get under 1,000 simoleons. This room over here is going to be Alice's room. So actually set the bed ownership for Alice. The boys share this room over here, if my thing will slide. They share this room with the bunk beds. We'll put Harris on bottom, Dominic up top. And then Petra gets the nice bed because, you know, she's always going to be having guys over. We're going to set this door as front door, but we're going to lock it for everyone but my household. So when Petra has people over, they have to come in back here. So yeah, this is the house. I know it's not the cutest thing, especially on the outside, but it works really well for them. Did I set this last bed? Yes, I did. It works really well for them. I will go over all their little more, their little things a little more. So, Harris likes green lobster thermidor hip hop, and he's a Capricorn, and I gave him the... Oh, I need to change that. I forgot I thought he had to go steal things. He isn't allowed to steal. I will change that. Alice, her favorite color is gray. She likes PB&Js, classical music, and she's a Pisces, and I gave her a professional author. So at some point I would like to get her a computer. Dominic likes black, cheesesteak, dark wave. He's a Leo, and I gave him International Super Spy. And Petra, why is she already what happened here? Why is she suddenly so much older than everyone else? I'll change that. She likes pink grilled salmon pop music, and she's an Aries, and I gave her Master Romancer. So I need to change that too! Dang it! One partner. I was just thinking of the woohoo in different places. I forgot different Sims as well. I'm gonna write all this stuff down that I need to change. But that basically is the challenge. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Sorry for how long this is, but that's how intros always seem to go. So yeah, thank you, and that's not how my outro goes. Thank you guys. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys. That's better.